So I have a very exciting announcement for you guys today. I have just teamed up with the brilliant author Neil Lawson Baker, who has just started a children's series called the Bowdleflodes Zoo. Now, I would love this to be the first of many vlogs that I do on this book and on this series, because I believe there are just so many brilliant elements to the story. But first, I better introduce you to the story and to the wonderful characters within it. Before I do that, I just want to talk a bit about the author, Neil. Neil has had one of the most interesting lives out. Not only was he a doctor and a dentist, he was also a sculpturist, and now he is an author. And honestly, if I could do even half of the things that Neil has done in his life, I would be one happy girl. Now, on to the story. As you can see here, even by the front cover, the Bowdleflodes Zoo series is a colourful and creative world packed full of imagination, with the main character, Professor Get, who you can see here, exploring faraway lands with his team of veterinary surgeons. So in this first book, Professor Get and his team fly to Bowdleflode land on a faraway star to meet Queen Charlotte, who you can see here. And during his travels there, he visits Bowdleflodes Zoo too, which is home to all these wonderful animals, the brown bear, Sally the snake, and as you can see here, just these wonderful mystical looking animals. For me, the book and the story just transports you into this wild, creative world, which, along with the most beautiful illustrations, you can just get totally lost and absorbed in. And what's more, along with the book comes a project. Now, this project is centred around Neil's ambition to encourage children to be more creative and to make artwork, whilst also finding an interest in caring for animals, especially those that are endangered. Neil invites children to create their own Bowdleflode, which is a fantasy animal, and to also learn about the endangered species that inhabit our world. And after you've done your drawing of your fantasy animal, it is then entered into an online gallery called the Bowdleflodes Zoo, which aims to become the biggest of its kind in the universe. I just think this project is wonderful. Not only do you get to be creative and use your imagination to design your own animal, but you also get to learn about the world and the animals that inhabit it. Plus, you get to read this brilliant book all the time, so I don't know what could be better. So I hope that's given you a brief overview into the story and what the book is all about. And if you are interested in knowing a bit more, then head to www.bowdleflodes.com. And in my next vlog about the series, I would really love to read the actual story to you. But I hope that you will have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all soon.